Welcome, everybody, to the
I'm Fat Podcast.
Snacks are best saved for later.
With Jay Zawoski.
That man ate all our shrimp and 2 plastic lobsters.
And Rick Camp.
Out of the mist came a beast more stomach than man.
Welcome into another edition of the I'm Fat Podcast, brought to you by our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, and Frato's Culinary Kitchen. I am Rick Camp alongside fellow fat Jay Zawoski. And Jay, the weather has turned here in the Chicagoland area. It is officially cold, but one thing that it is also is, when do I put on my coat weather? Is
never?
Is it when you're inside, like when you're still getting ready? Is it right as you're leaving your house? Is it as you're walking outside? I've been dealing with that this week.
Okay, yeah, that's a struggle, because you got a lot of days too. You have the sun, which turns your car into an inferno. Even if it's 20 degrees out, it still is blastingly hot in your car. So that's a whole thing. I've been starting to hang my coat on the hook in my car.
Okay.
Because it's there, and I might need it when I get out, but oh my God, it's so yesterday. It's funny you mentioned it. Well, let's do some propers first.
I guess.
Thanks for joining us. Make sure you're following us on all of our social medias at I'm Fat Pod. You can get some merch. We just had a sale, a one-day sale on Saturday. Hopefully some people took advantage of that at I'mFatPodMerch.com. And on social media, we're at I'm Fat Pod on, I forgot to say, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Yeah. And then the YouTube page. If you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button, youtube.com/I'm Fat Podcast. And you can always leave us a message on the Fat Phone, 708-858-3314, or email us, imfatpod@gmail.com. We've also got our Patreon page, patreon.com/I'mFatPod. If you want to kick a few bucks in per month, it goes a long way when enough people do it. So we appreciate that as well. So yeah,
well, actually, hold on. You took the time to be smart and set up the direct merch link.
Yes.
And then you botched it when you promoted.
What did I say?
You said I'm Fat Pod merch.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
It's I'm Fat merch.
I'mFatMerch.com. Thank you.
Yes.
Boy, I hope I did it right on the tweet. Let me check that real quick as we troubleshoot the show in real time. Boy. I'm going to the Twitters as we speak. And I got it wrong. Idiots. All right.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Oh boy. All right. I'm just going to temporarily fix it. Jackass. Oh boy.
It's okay.
All right.
It's okay if they take your check mark for it. You can just buy it back.
Well, the I'm Fat Pod one is not verified, and I'm not paying for Twitter Blue.
Hell no.
Somehow my personal account has survived the purge. I don't know. Like, I've not gotten a thing asking for money. I will not give that money. That's not happening. It's the verification literally means nothing anymore. So what's the point?
Right.
So yeah, whatever. If they want money, I do pay for Twitter Blue on my own, and because it's valuable, because I can post longer videos, and the edit feature is important to me because I suck. But I'm not. I'll pay $4 a month to be able to edit my tweets. But no, I'm not paying $8 a month for verification. Kiss my ass. Anyway, the jacket situation.
Yes.
So we went to South Bend on Friday to watch Notre Dame hockey take on Michigan hockey, and Notre Dame got their asses kicked because Michigan has like every player on their team almost is an NHL prospect. And the ones that aren't just haven't been drafted yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of how it works. But got in the car. Greg and Mario came to my house. It was sunny. It was like 60. So we all get in the car. We get to South Bend. Open the door. We're like, Jesus, what happened? It was freezing. Like, the wind was whipping. I'm like, all right, like, we're going to walk around. We're going to get some videos like by Touchdown Jesus in the Dome and stuff. And I'm like, we'll just park by the arena and walk because it's nice out. As soon as we got out of the car, it's like, oh my God, this is a huge mistake. But we walked anyway, and it was fine. But yeah, it was one of those days where once I got out of the car and realized how cold it was, I put my coat on and I didn't take it off the whole day. Because the ice arena at Notre Dame is freezing.
Oh, okay.
It is like the coldest ice arena I've ever been in. And it's only 5,000 seats, so it's obviously smaller.
Mhm.
But oh my God, I had my coat on the entire time. It's one of those days. But I'm here for it, man.
Yeah.
Like last week I was getting frustrated with the heat.
Mhm.
Like I've transitioned. My body is ready for fall. It's here. I'm happy it's here. Let's celebrate it.
Yeah, the last like blip of mid 70s, I was like, I could do without that. If it was like mid 60s,
Yeah.
sure.
Right. Give me 60s or 50s, but 70s and 80s, no.
No.
That was too much.
Yeah, so that's been the battle this week, is trying to figure out when to put on the coat, because my building is so warm anyway, just because of, old people.
Yep.
Yeah. Lots of old people and, the whole blood circulation thing.
And you're higher up in the building, right?
Yeah, I'm on the seventh of 11 floors.
Almost
yeah.
a penthouse.
No, the 11th floor is so far and away the worst floor in this building. I went up there once and it was like, I want to say it was May, and I took one step out of the elevator and stopped the thing because I just like wanted to kind of like, walk around and see stuff.
Yeah.
In the hallway, the ceiling's a little lower and it's the top floor, so that humidity just like festers in the hallway. So I like did the one step turn. I like did the I did the Grandpa Simpson.
Yes.
I was just like, nope, and turned right back around and got in the elevator.
The old people humidity, it's like menthol.
Mhm.
Then it's like also cigarettes and
Yeah.
Werther's butterscotch. And
I mean, that's the best part of it, though.
and the old person that died in her room that they haven't found yet.
Yeah,
all kind of coming to a T on the 11th floor.
Yes.
Oh, God. That sucks. Well, I'm glad you're on the 7th.
Yes.
That's good news.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good sweet spot in the middle there.
Yeah. No, it did kind of drop aggressively from, hey, it's too hot for November to, okay, it's freaking November.
Yes.
Like punch you in the face reminder of November. But like I said, man, I'm ready. Like I got my sweatshirts out, got my fuzzy socks out. Like let's go.
I have my first true layer up situation tomorrow because I'm doing utility for the Bears game.
Oh, nice.
So I'll be on the field. I'll be on Soldier Field during the game, which means I'm going to be wearing layers.
I know you don't have a Costco near you. Oh man, I wish I could get you. I have these great pants I got from Costco. I talked about them before. They look like normal pants. They look like not khakis, but like not dress pants, but not jeans.
Sure.
I don't know what you call it. Chinos. Is that what you call them? I don't know. But they're fleece lined.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and they're fantastic. I wear them like when we're out at the fire pit. Anytime I gotta like do anything cold outside.
Yeah.
I'll put those on. It's good enough for like when I snow blow and stuff, when it's not like freezing cold.
Yeah.
But if you got a pair of those, you'd probably be set for a day like tomorrow. It's gonna be like high 30s, probably cloudy.
Yeah.
Those would get you by.
Nice.
And they come in big in sizes because it's a Costco.
That's good.
And when people shop in bulk, they look bulk. So yeah, I know you probably can't get there by Sunday, but we're recording this Saturday, by the way, for those that don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big KYP person, KYP thing for Costco. God, I am firing on like zero cylinders right now.
We got to do what we always do when we record before the Bears game.
Yeah.
How about that Chicago football match?
It was inspiring yet expected with how the Bears played and how the Lions also played.
Yes, the Bears and Lions sure looked like the Bears and Lions yesterday. Okay, good job.
Yep, I think
way to go.
Yep, I think we became a team today.
Yeah, everyone seemed to enjoy themselves. Okay, good. We're covered. Right.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, cool. All right, so last week, you tried a new place,
and
then I got all excited because it's a new place that I can also try.
Nice. Yeah, very rare for us.
Yeah. So I went to Bubbakoo's Burritos. I went to the one it was not Payless Heights. My apologies. It's Crestwood.
Oh, okay.
And right on Cicero there, like, I don't know, 129th or whatever. It's like it's right by like basically across the street from the Portillo's. There's like a Walgreens there, and you know the area. It's right there. So I just got the burrito because I know you got the Chihuahua, which I got there and I was like in the middle of the line and she was trying to explain it to me and you explained it too. But then I saw it and I was like, what do I do with it? I didn't know what to make of it. So apparently what they do with the Chihuahua, it is a significantly sized ball.
Oh yeah.
Like almost like a mini cannonball.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like the fact that
like a 12-inch softball.
Yeah, like the fact that I ate the whole thing, I was kind of impressed.
Well, it's you. You just had 50 pizza rolls last week too. So
It's true.
So I get what they do, and you explain this, but I didn't want to try the buffalo beef. That did not appeal to me.
No.
So I had to like make it myself, and I was like, I'm intimidated by this thing. I'll try it next time. But they mash this thing.
Yep.
It becomes a bowl, and then they top the bowl with whatever you want. So okay, now that I actually ordered my burrito and then like looked up their site and like saw how people. I'm like, okay, now I get it. So next time I'll do it. But I got the hibachi steak, and I was dubious because hibachi is very close to my heart.
Yes.
I feel like if I had unlimited money, I would have hibachi every day of my life. I freaking love it. It is so good.
Yeah.
You've done hibachi, right?
Yes.
Okay, great date night thing, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna say it was like if I don't know. It was hibachi-esque, which is better than I expected.
Okay.
Because every time any place is like, we have this kind of steak or chicken, and you're like, okay, like vaguely.
Yeah.
This hibachi steak was more hibachi than I had imagined. And I saw them take out like a big piece of uncooked hibachi steak, and they put it on a griddle and they smash it down and cook it hibachi style. Really good. But I think part of it too is when you eat hibachi steak, you're not really eating it with anything else.
True.
So in a burrito, it's got rice, beans, salsa. So some of that hibachi gets drowned out, but the steak was really good. The burrito was really good. I would say it's closer to Qdoba than Chipotle in terms of like flavor profiles and the kind of tortilla.
Yes.
It's got a bit more of a doughy tortilla than a corny tortilla.
Okay.
But I really liked it. I'll be going back. I'm actually going to my parents today, Saturday, so I might stop by for lunch after I see them for a while. So I want to try one of those Chihuahuas because it fascinates me. But I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like, is it otherworldly? Holy crap. No, but like it's a really good like if you're just tired of more likely Chipotle than Qdoba just because of number of locations, and you just want a little bit of an alternative, I think it's a real solid option.
Yeah, it is definitely rotation worthy. Right? Like just a place that you will, let's get that. Yeah, cool. You know, and what I liked about it was pristine.
Yeah.
Super clean, really well lit. Everybody there was super helpful and kind and nice about like telling you what to do, what to order. They had a sort of fountain and bottles. So like whatever you had a taste for, you can get. I liked it. It was a place I will try again. And the family's excited to try it too. So
nice.
I'll be there a couple times soon. It was good.
So one place that is always in the rotation for food and in our hearts is Culver's. And we mentioned this a while back because we got to the Culver's Insider gave us the heads up on this.
Yep.
Buffalo tenders are back.
They are back. Oh, wait. Well, because it's election week, Rick, do we have to do that?
Now we would like to give a warm welcome to our governor, J.B. Brisker. Let's make some noise.
All right, sorry. He won. He gets the air horn this week, and he's a fat.
Right.
He is a
Yes, he is.
He has an extensive collection of sweater vests.
Right. They had to call it 4 minutes in because he was going to pass out if it lasted much longer.
Not shaming.
No, not at all.
I appreciate it from him. Yeah, but yes, the buffalo tenders. Oh, thank God.
They're
so good.
think I might do that for lunch today.
Okay.
Yeah, like twist my arm.
Somebody sent us a photo of them in the group on the Facebook fan page, and they looked different, like a little meteor. I went and got them, and they're the same, but they might be a tad bit spicier than they were before.
Okay,
but that could be like a tender to tender kind of a thing, you know.
Sure.
like the ratios change. But as good as I remember, maybe better. Like we were so happy. It's like
now are you the only one that gets the buffalo variety?
No, Hope
Oh.
gets them. Hope loves them. That's her go-to.
Okay.
So yeah, she was really, because there is a difference between the buffalo and the regular. Like, if you didn't know, you would think they're from two different places because the breading is significantly different on them. Like I would say the regular tenders have like a panko kind of a,
Yes,
like more of a crumbly, whereas the buffalo have more of like that traditional tender, like crunch kind of a batter to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the buffalo they're amazing. God, I love them. I've missed them. I'm very glad they're back.
Oh no, I might have to go to Culver's.
Well, I mean, usually, because I will say, like, when I would go there and buffalo tenders were there, it was probably 50-50 burger to tenders.
Yeah.
And when they went away, I was probably 90-10 burgers tenders. So, and I got a Curter burger this week too, because they're still there.
Really?
Yeah, I got one on election day. I put my
Okay.
sticker on my chest and said I did my duty on election day. I got a Curter burger. Yeah, I'm gonna, as long as they're there, I'll get them.
Yep.
They haven't run out, so I don't know. Because a lot of people have said they're just gone. Like they can't get them at their Culvers. And remind me, didn't our insiders say they're going to get enough? Yeah, like enough to, right. But if one store sells more than another, then there's going to be some leftovers. So if you're around Homewood, the one on 183rd and Halstead still has it. So go for it.
Okay. Yeah, that's too far for me. I've got a local
for a Curter burger.
You might be right. But I mean, the thing is,
I gotta get you those potato bites. I forgot. I found them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I looked at a couple Walgreens by me, and I just didn't see them.
They're in the holiday candy aisle.
Okay.
Yes, they're in the seasonal aisle, and so I got them of all places, the Chinatown, Walgreens, because I needed something for my ingrown toenail.
Fun.
And I tried to get a smoothie at Uni, but they were closed. So I went in there, and they had them. So it was like kind of knee level. Like, I don't know if they all set up the same, but if they do, if you're going down the holiday aisle towards the registers, it was on the left-hand side, about knee high, maybe 5 feet from the end of the end cap.
Okay.
So they're there, and they're not a big bag. They're yay. Like they're kind of like, the like Oreo minis, like the tiny Oreo bag.
Yeah.
They're kind of like that. So they're there. You just got to look. I had to look a few times to see it.
Yeah. Oh,
they're, spoiler alert, they're quite good.
I went through my first box of white fudge Oreos this week. It is now officially the season.
You did it. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, so we've talked about like places skimping on portions. Not the white fudge Oreo.
No, like is it as many as the regular thing of Oreos? No, of course not. But that's also because they're much larger.
I can only have like 2 or 3 of those in a sitting. They're kind of a lot.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're pretty damn sweet.
Yeah,
but
they're good.
They're also wonderful.
Yeah, those are readily available. And then I almost hoping I went to Target this week. I did not have an epic poop like last time.
Okay.
But walked in and the guy was putting out the Salerno's holiday cookies.
Yeah.
So I'm like, can I just like reach around you as you're putting these up and just grab stuff? He's like, yeah, I guess. I'm like, cool. I went to Santa's Favorites and the Bells and Stars.
Nice.
So yesterday got home from Notre Dame around like 11:30. And I'm like, I need something sweet. Ooh, I got a little Debbie Christmas tree. Well, that was good. And now I'm going to wash it down with some Santa's Favorites. I did it up. I did a whole day's worth yesterday. Awesome. But those little Debbie Christmas trees, man.
Yeah.
Those have not changed.
No, nor should they.
No, they're great.
Yeah, like those need to stay the same. That's one of those signs of the season type things. Is it the same thing as other things, just in a different shape? Who's to say? But it's delicious.
Well, it is a zebra cake, technically, but the zebra cake doesn't have the holiday sprinkles on it.
That's true.
So the trees have like that little bit of a crunch element that the zebra cakes don't.
There you go. That makes all the difference.
It does. It's totally. Speaking of that, I pulled out the the jingles yesterday, the Santa's favorites.
Oh, okay.
And I like fumbled the bag.
Yeah.
So all of the red and green sprinkles that had fallen off like fell on my kitchen table.
Oh, God.
To the point where I had to like get a credit card and like make like a cocaine line.
I was gonna say you're making lines so you can snort it.
I should. Oh yeah, that's Christmassy, baby. No, I just threw them out. But I was kind of heartbroken. Like, man, I was gonna drink that later.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Right. I mean, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. That's just too mean. Not to you, just random pot shot. Oh, screw it.
The mind wanders.
Yeah, no, Jim Irsay would have definitely taken care of.
Okay, good. I know that see, Rick, what I love about you though is I know that if you hold back on something and I just like slightly raise my eyebrow, it's gonna make you say it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So
I'm very much a twist my arm person.
Yeah, right. I mean, you kind of owe it to the audience when you be like, yeah, you know what? Never mind. I should.
Yeah, I know. And like, I'm not even doing it like as an effect. I'm just like legitimately was like, I thought it was like too far out of left field, but
it's a little bit in poor taste, but that's what we're here for.
Hey, and this week especially, who's to say he hasn't picked it back up?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, there's that whole thing. I was talking about that with my sisters in a group text, and because
fans.
My sister Lisa is because they went to high school with Ryan Diem, who was like the right tackle for a long time.
Good man.
And I kind of forgot about that. And so I was like, what the hell are they doing? You know, Jeff Saturday, who the hell knows? And blah, blah, blah. Like, well, I think he's a nice guy. And I'm like,
man, Nagy's a nice guy too.
Yeah, true. Yeah, very fair.
Pull up me. It's still there.
No.
It just has a lot of other stuff written around it. These are my notes for hockey games. Just random scattering thoughts of whatever stuff I don't want to forget about.
Yep.
That's how my brain works.
Oh,
but
it's perfect.
To me, it's organized somehow.
Yeah.
That whole I write diagonally. I think you've noticed that about me. Yeah. I can't write in a straight line, but it's a mess.
Is that a lefty thing or is that a you
maybe
thing?
It might be a lefty thing. That's for sure. Hey, gotta go. I'm getting it's a good thing that I get these from Mazda of Orland Park, reminding me that, hey, dumbass, it's time to change your oil.
Yeah.
At the CX5, I'm like, I'm coming. I'm getting to it. I've been busy, but I'm gonna be there this week getting the oil change in the CX5. And maybe I'm gonna ask if Eric's there, because sometimes I go early and Eric's not in yet. If he's there, I want to say, can I take the CX50 for a spin? Can I just like go around the block for a while? I just want to try it out because it is such a nice looking car, and not that I'm already eyeing my next car. I just bought one in July.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is a big car tease.
No, I'm not. There's no chance. There's no chance I'm buying another car.
Yeah.
And anytime soon. But when I do, it will be again for the third time in a row from Mazda of Orland Park, because my experience as a customer from initial purchase in 2015 of the CX30 of the CX5 rather to present day November of 2022, it has been nothing but top notch from sale to maintenance to service to everything. It's just been fantastic. Any little problems that arise, they take care of it. They get you in, they get you out. When you're there waiting, you're being taken care of. They're not hounding you. They're not asking you to look at cars, but you want some tea, some coffee, everything's right there for you. The service is second to none. And that's because Eric Vates runs a tight ship, damn it. So go visit them in Orland Park, 8910 West 159th Street, 708-444-3200, Mazda of OrlandPark.com. I forgot to mention this, Rick. In South Bend, we went to a place called Brothers. If you've been to Notre Dame within the last, 5 to 7 years, they built this whole place down Eddy Street of like restaurants and, of course, merchandise places and apartments and stuff, where they finally have like some decent food around the campus. So we went to a very typical college town sports bar called Brothers, and we got some wings. Greg and I got wings. Mario got a buffalo chicken sandwich. But we saw this thing on the menu, and I'm going to share the screen here. I'm going to do it well, damn it. These are called Gator Balls. Okay. And the menu says the only thing Gator about it is the name. So these are balls of chicken,
Okay.
that are filled with cheese and
Yes.
jalapenos,
Yes.
and then fully wrapped in crispy bacon.
Yes.
And then it's served with ranch. I didn't have the ranch, but these were fantastic. Like the description matches the actual experience, which is sometimes rare, you know? Like it's always, well, it's how chicken wrapped in bacon with cheese and peppers. Wow, it's got to be great. This was literally great. The only thing I would say is if you don't like really crispy bacon, you might not like it, but
Okay.
I'll take bacon in all forms. I don't care.
Yes.
But this was awesome. The wings there were good. But if you go there, if you're at a Notre Dame game for whatever, and I think there's a lot of these in college towns, it's not a South Bend specific thing. The Gator Balls are what you have to get as an appetizer. I think we had 4, which was not ideal because there were 3 of us.
I was going to say 4 orders or
I let it go. I'm like, all right, you guys can have one. You guys can have the other ones. I don't care. But so good.
That looks and stuff like that is the epitome of no bad words.
No, it was good. And I don't know if it was fried. I don't think it was fried, but I don't know how they got the bacon to be so crispy, and they have to fry it a little bit.
I would think so.
Because the chicken was not like itself breaded. It was I don't want to say grilled chicken, but roasted or whatever.
Yeah.
And the cheese was super. Well, they have to because it melts the cheese. They probably I'll bet they flash fry it.
Yeah.
To make the bacon crispy. But dude, amazing. And like everybody there was getting them.
Yeah.
So it might be like their go-to thing.
True.
So if you got a Brothers by you in most college towns in the Midwest, check out the Gator Balls. They were fantastic.
I am vindicated on something.
Oh.
Skittles have been getting a bad rap. Maybe because they have something that could be toxic in there.
Oh, well, I mean,
who's to say?
Just wipe it off.
Yeah. So, a lawsuit claiming that Skittles were unfit to be consumed by humans has been thrown out.
Nice.
That is why I kept the faith. I have not slowed my Skittle consumption. The Skittles. The Skittles were always eaten in my household. If there were Skittles to be found, I would consume them. Skittles are wonderful. Skittles are a gift. Skittles are fit for human consumption. So take that, people that were worried about toxins.
Yeah. I mean, we're all going to die someday. It might as well be delicious when we do. Like,
exactly.
You know, I had frankly forgotten about that. Did not stop my daughter or myself from eating any Skittles Halloween candy when it came our way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, look, if it's like Fight Club, you know, the company says, okay, well, what's more expensive, the recall or the lawsuits?
Yep.
And when they do the weight, they're like, we've deemed it safe enough for you to eat.
And the thing is, it's not even like the judge dismissed this. The California man who said Skittles are unfit for human consumption. Whatever. I almost HJ'd mechanicked right there. Just right.
I did already.
Oh, he voluntarily dismissed the case. You know what that means?
He was wrong.
He knew he was on some bullshit.
That's right. He was on some bullshit. There's no doubt about that. Speaking of that, we have the last few weeks been discussing DoorDash.
Yes.
And we've got, like, last week we had a voicemail from a business owner who did not want to put his name on it.
Sure.
We have a business owner who is a friend of the podcast.
Okay.
Not one of our current sponsors, but one of our recent sponsors. And he said the DoorDash Uber Eats food delivery services segment was spot on. They really are the worst from every standpoint. Never had a good experience as they have used us in the past, even though we never signed a contract with them. We get blamed for wrong orders. Just not great. So it's convenient, but it is certainly flawed, according to people we know who run businesses. And the more I think about that night at Portillo's, the more I feel like DoorDash was the chaos thrown into the stew, right?
Okay.
Like it really had that feel of DoorDashes are just coming and coming and coming,
Mm-hmm.
and they can't get them under control.
Right.
And then sometimes a driver comes, sometimes they don't. And then they're sitting there and it's just, and then they're dealing with cancellations because it took too long or whatever. It's chaos. I know some people need them, right? Like if you're sick or you're, disabled or whatever, fine. But I think I'll just say this, like if you have the option to just get up and go and get it, I think that's best for the sake of the restaurants until they find some way to perfect it, because it certainly feels not perfect.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't.
I don't like that businesses can't opt out of it.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah, I guess if you have mobile ordering, you can't really prevent where it comes from,
I guess.
But that sucks. Like as if running a restaurant is not difficult enough.
Yeah, right.
They need this thing they never asked for to come in. And it's not, there's DoorDash and Postmates and Uber Eats, and then which one is which and which bag goes where. And it just creates a bunch of work for people who work hard enough already for little money enough as it is.
Yeah.
And it sucks. So anyway.
Yeah. So God, I'm like a little bit of the having to fight off the burps this morning because I had a very healthy breakfast.
Yeah, what'd you have?
Leftover Lou Malnati's pizza.
Nice. Sausage?
Pepperoni.
Oh, well, that's kind of like bacon.
Yeah.
And there's tomatoes on there, so that's basically a salad.
Right. You have cheese with your breakfast food.
Yeah, and that's like drinking milk.
Right.
It's basically breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was definitely nice. What did you do for breakfast today?
I had the very delicious brown sugar cinnamon Pop Tarts.
Oh, pinky up.
What are those, the bougie Pop Tarts or something?
I feel like those, because like of the popular ones, there's the strawberry frosted, which is that's the everyman.
That's the flagship, yeah.
Yeah, that's the flagship. Then there's the s'more ones for kids or college kids,
or people like me, yes,
or people like you. And then no, I'm definitely an adult. Like the aristocrat version. Like that is
incorrect. I will not stand for this.
No, that is it's the equivalent of like the Goodfellas dinner scene where it's like, how do you want your steak? Medium rare. Oh, an aristocrat.
Oh my God. First of all, not true, because unfrosted Pop Tarts exist.
Oh, I don't think those are bougie. I think those are just it's like, all right, we throw these to the vegan people. Just it's like the scraps that get thrown their way.
All right. I feel attacked right now. And
I don't think it's
I don't believe that those are the bougie. First of all, I don't think Pop Tarts can be bougie because they're $6 for 1,000 of them. So that's kind of tough.
It's a very low level of bougie.
Yeah, I would think the bougie one would be something with fruit in it. That's what I would think would be a bougier order, because you've got, you got the strawberry and the blueberry one, and there's also there's also a lot of weird ones now too. There's an Eggo waffle one.
Ew.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'm not here for. Yeah.
No.
This should be remind me Monday. I'm gonna put this poll up. Are brown sugar cinnamon Pop Tarts the bougiest of the Pop Tarts?
Yeah.
And comment below.
That's fair. I think one of my new favorite things is, for no good reason, attacking you and then having you just getting uncomfortable.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's good. I have to question myself. Wow, am I an elitist because of my Pop Tart choices? I just love.
Are you just a normie at this point?
I just love the texture of brown sugar.
Oh no, they're fantastic. I'm not saying they're bad by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
I actually haven't had a Pop Tart in I don't even know how long, but that's one of my top choices. It's the frosted strawberry or the brown sugar.
Yeah.
So
it's so good. The texture. I when I go shopping and I get brown sugar, I will literally put the brown sugar bag like in the front part, and I will just like massage the bag. It's like kinetic sand.
Yeah.
Like a bag of sand.
Or yeah, that's what I was thinking immediately. You know, when you're feeling one and it's like a bag of sand. Have you ever yeah. Such a great scene.
Yeah, that is a great. No, I used to like as a kid too. I would eat brown sugar, like I would just pop it. Like,
okay.
Yeah, I love that taste. I know you're probably not supposed to do that, but I love it. I think it's delicious. So
yeah,
that's like the only pop. I like a lot of other ones, but if given the choice, that's what I'm taking every time. Maybe s'mores. S'mores is a close second.
Yeah, s'mores is good,
but that definitely has the feel of I'm 44 years old and should not be eating this kind of a thing.
There's definitely that.
But I do still have like Fruit Loops and Tricks from time to time. So if I can do that, I can do a s'mores Pop Tart, right?
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's more culturally acceptable with cereal.
Yeah, probably.
Then again, I don't think there's many cultural limitations on Pop Tarts.
True. All right. Well, I'm putting this on a poll.
Okay.
We're gonna find out because I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not gonna stop eating them. I don't care. I'll just own it. And
if I'm gonna eat Pop Tarts, I'm probably gonna eat those ones too.
Yeah, they're good. All right. One more thing I want to mention before we get to the Ask a Fat segment.
Yes.
My cousin John, I mentioned my uncle John before. He's the one who was with Black Oak and Barrel Club for years and years. Now, his son John Jr. has opened a new spot in Oakland called Uncle Bud's. This is in memory of his uncle on his mother's side. So I don't know what relation that makes me, but whatever. I knew him. Good guy. Would have been a fan of the podcast for sure. But he died suddenly like 7 or 8 years ago. So John always wanted to say like when he opened his restaurant, he was gonna name it in honor of him, which is very, very cool. So it's open now. 97th and Cicero. If you're familiar with the area, it used to be TC's and now it's called Uncle Bud's. They don't have the kitchen operational yet because they're hiring cooks and getting all that stuff together, but the bar is open, ready to go. They usually will have food there, like they bring in pizzas or whatever. I'm going to be out there for the Bears game tomorrow, not like an appearance or anything, but I haven't been out there yet, so I want to go watch the game there. I'll probably bring a Los Angeles pizza with me. Just chill and watch the Bears for a while. Sorry, thank you.
There you go.
But yeah, so if you're in the area, if you're in the Oakland area, stop by Uncle Bud's 97th and Cicero and check it out. Yep. Just your classic South Side joint. Like if you've been to TC's, you know what it's all about. It is it's been fixed up. He's made a lot of nice adjustments and upgrades to the place, but the vibe will be as traditionally South Side as it gets, and that's my kind of place. So yeah, Uncle Bud's 97th and Cicero.
Okay, I got one more thing too.
Yeah,
Wendy's is trying to become Culver's.
Yes, they are.
They're like, you know what? We should throw a cheese curd patty on chicken or a burger.
I am not upset about this. It's on your screen now if you're watching on YouTube. Oh, God. This is exciting.
Yeah.
They're not calling it a curd, obviously.
Right.
The Italian mozzarella sandwiches, but it's got a big mozzarella patty on there, just like a curd or burger. There's a chicken one, which I assume would come in spicy.
Oh, yeah.
And then the traditional burger. They also have garlic fries. And not on the Italian spectrum, but on the holiday spectrum, peppermint frosty.
Oh, there you go.
Sign me up for all of these things. All of them. Give them to me. All of them.
Yeah, you are such a bigger peppermint person than me. And that's not saying I dislike peppermint at all. I just need it in like small doses.
Yeah.
But you would like bathe in peppermint.
That would smell good.
Yes, you would.
Yeah, that's I like it in the holiday season. It is like peppermint bark.
Yeah,
love peppermint bark. Peppermint what is it? The peppermint mocha coffee you get wherever. I love all that stuff. Yeah, bring it on. It probably goes to my insane breath phobia too.
Yeah, No, I'm especially now. I am like extra paranoid about it.
Oh yeah, you have to be.
Yeah, like
Just-
I will
you know what I've
go
learned?
to
Sorry, go ahead.
no, I'm gonna say I go to I will go to like pick up Sam or something, and it's like, okay, minimum of 2 pieces of gum on the way there.
Yeah.
Because like I'm a double mint guy. So
Oh, there. So that's actually 4 then.
yes, of course. See, there we go.
There you go.
You're on the YouTubes, it's always right there.
I have really and I've done it my whole life, but I've started to floss more often.
I'm still bad with flossing. I'll admit
Flossing,
it.
if you have concerns about your breath,
Yeah.
flossing is the way to go.
Yeah.
This is really gross, but it was a lesson I taught my daughter, who is 12, and her and all her friends, they are getting stinky because everything's changing for all of them, right?
Yep.
And I go, I have a million of those little like placky, what do they call them, plackers or whatever?
Plackers. Yeah, those are it. Regular floss is the worst.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You just like tear your fingers up and it sucks. You got your hands in your mouth.
Yeah,
Plackers are great.
Plackers are so clutch.
So I go, okay, you need to floss. It's like, why? Whatever. I'm like, trust me. I go, take the flosser and just do it like on your like between your bottom teeth.
Yep.
She goes, okay. I go, smell it. And she goes, like, yeah, that is in between all your teeth. And I saw a TikTok that said, not flossing your teeth is like only wiping your butt cheeks.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
so I
pretty
floss
good.
at least 3 times a week now.
Okay.
And I've noticed like less and less I get a bad taste in my mouth.
Okay.
That makes me like my breath must be bad because my mouth tastes bad. I don't get that anymore because I floss at least 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So
I
don't know.
admittedly need to improve at that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, do what I told Addie to do, and you will be like, "Holy shit, I'm flossing every day."
Yeah.
Because it's gross. It is it's so gross.
It really is.
It's disgusting. All right, now that we've lost our entire audience,
buddy.
You want to get to Ask a Fat?
Let's do it.
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been 1 week since my last confession.
Okay, my son. What is your confession?
I'm fat.
Ask a Fat is brought to you by our buddy Charlie, the Bacon Guy, and here he is with this week's Bacon Report, which is also last week's.
Thanks, Jay. This week we have maple pepper and chorizo bacon. Make sure you get your orders in for the sampler packs. In case you need a refresher, those flavors are 3 random choices between jalapeno garlic, barbecue, buffalo, ranch, and raspberry chipotle. Bacon jams are the original, the bourbon, chili rojo, and the cherry jalapeno. The holiday season flavor availabilities will be maple pepper, chorizo, and rosemary pepper garlic. Yes, it's making a comeback, and I'm very excited to make it again. If you want a different flavor than what's on the holiday availabilities, order it in more than 8 pounds and order it by Wednesday, the 24th of November. So you got just over 2 weeks to get those orders in. If you're unsure about the 8-pound minimum for the special flavors, they make great gifts, and it's an easy way to knock a couple of family members off your gift list with a couple pounds of bacon. So if you're missing any flavors like apple butter, jalapeno garlic, or Korean barbecue, or Dr. Pepper, make sure you get that order in by the 24th of November, and I'll make it up for you. I need about 2 to 3 weeks to get that done, but I'd be happy to do it with enough time. For the Bacon Report, I'm Charlie, the Bacon Guy.
Charlie sends an update that he has someone ordered a big batch of apple butter bacon. He might have some left over, so that's exciting. So if you're interested in the apple butter, which is fantastic, hit up Charlie for all of your bacon needs. charliethebaconguy@gmail.com. Same way on Instagram and on Twitter, he's at CZ the Bacon Guy. Yeah, get those holiday orders in by November 24th if you want them in time for the holidays. We say it every week, but I want to reiterate, they freeze up wonderfully. They're not going to get freezer burn. They're not going to get gross in your freezer. Everything's vacuum sealed. It is. It stays fresh. It is awesome. So if you're looking for a unique holiday gift and you want to give something they haven't had before and you want to really impress somebody with a holiday gift, Charlie's Bacon goes a really long way. And that sampler pack is just a fantastic way to get the gift done and introduce people to Charlie's products and then have them become Charlie customers. That's the whole idea. That's why the sampler pack is wonderful. But again, if you want your own thing, you got to let him know. If you want a special flavor, let him know by the 24th. Again, email him, charliethebaconguy@gmail.com, at charliethebaconguy on Instagram, and at czthebaconguy on Twitter. All right, we've got nothing but emails today, and I know people like the song, so I got to play the song because I like it too.
Ask a fat about this and that. It's time to chat with the fats.
Matthew has the first email of the show, and a couple people sent this to us, Rick. Arby's
Okay.
sauce is now available in grocery stores.
Yes.
So, okay. I have been on the record and said that Arby's sauce is the greatest condiment ever. However, you know me, I have trouble like mixing this place's thing with this place's thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't have Wendy's fries and I would never have Wendy's fries. I would like McDonald's fries and a Wendy's burger. Everything to me like is designed to go together. So I would wonder
opposite of me.
yeah, right. I wonder if I got Arby's sauce if I would use it. I don't know what I would use it for. Maybe dipping fries in and stuff, but it just feels very specifically Arby's.
It is. And it does pair really well with the curly fries too.
Right.
Like not just the roast beef or whatever, like the curly fries and the Arby's sauce are such a good pairing. But I don't think it being specific to the one place makes it any less of a condiment.
Oh, no doubt. No, that's a me thing. I acknowledge that.
Yeah, like I just find it, that is interesting because it's maybe not the most versatile, but in its current context, it is so good. So
I'll find a way to use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This next one's from Gabe. Hello, Jay and Rick. This is Gabe again. I probably should have read that before saying his name before ahead of time. Cool. Asking you a quick question. I recently mentioned how blessed I was receiving 2 extra hash browns, a Sprite, and another steak, egg, and cheese sandwich. Tell us a time when you both passed your luck roll with the fast food gods.
Ooh. Man, there have been times where I've gotten like extra food for waiting.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, sorry that took so long. Here's an extra whatever.
Yeah.
And there's always the fun of like the onion ring in your fry box.
Oh, that's great.
That's always exciting. But I don't know if I've ever like
onion ring in the fry box is like the places that'll put a malted milk ball at the bottom of your cone.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, that's clutch.
Or there was a place in Door County that puts a jelly bean at the bottom of the sugar cone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that works too. I don't know if I've ever had like a supreme, like here's a whole other extra thing off the top of my head.
I've gotten an extra double stack from Wendy's. Like I ordered 2 and I got 3.
Oh, I may have said that happened to me to my wife. So I'm like, they gave me an extra one. I don't know what happened. I didn't order this, but I actually probably did order that many.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to feel bad about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think that's happened to me. I need it to though.
You're due.
Yeah, I am. You're right. I'm due. Exactly. This one comes to us from Brian. He says, I was working from home the other day, and when I finally logged off and went outside to get the mail, I made a surprising discovery. Sitting on my doorstep was an enormous sealed bag of KFC and 2 extra large drinks. I was puzzled since I didn't order anything. At this time, it was probably 4 or 5 in the afternoon. I checked my Ring camera, and the food was delivered around 1:30. That means it had been sitting outside on an unseasonably mild October afternoon for at least 2.5 hours. Now, I've personally been in the hospital with salmonella twice, looking at you at Boston Market and O'Hare McDonald's. So there's no chance I was eating it. There was no address on the receipt, so I couldn't even drop it off at the right house if I wanted to. I hate wasting food, but sadly had to dump the whole thing in the bin. I'm just curious how you guys would have handled this and if you've ever had any delivery disaster stories of your own. P.S. If anyone in Algonquin missed their KFC delivery, I hope the story brings you some closure.
That's great.
Wow. You know what? I would be really tempted to eat it. I don't have a Ring doorbell.
Yeah,
because I don't want to know.
Right.
It's all this creepy crap on there. I hate it. So I would not know when it was dropped, and I would probably just do like the touch temp thing.
Yep.
It's fried chicken. How quickly does that go bad? I don't know.
I don't either.
I probably if it was had clearly been out there for a while, I probably would have passed on it too.
Yeah, I agree. Although you still have the drinks.
Yeah, the drinks are good, and if there were any biscuits or mashed potatoes in there, you're probably fine.
Yeah,
but yeah, if what do you think though? Like, if you're at like a family party though, and someone orders like catering chicken, and the pan sits out for a couple hours,
yeah,
just microwave it. That kills germs, right?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
just spray some Lysol on it.
Yeah. You know where you wouldn't have to deal with that for the catering experience, Jay?
Fratos. That's for damn sure. That would never, ever, ever happen at Fratos.
Nope.
And it's so freaking good. And you need to go to Fratos and try it yourself. The I'm Fat Burger, the I'm Fat Pizza, the I'm Fat grilled cheese, all fantastic. They've also got the giant, uncomfortably large mozzarella sticks.
Yes.
That are a meal in themselves. I challenge someone to get those.
Okay.
And get those and then get something else.
Okay.
Right? Like try that, right? And see if that works. Because there's no way you're going to be able to finish the mozzarella sticks and finish the meal you get. I don't care what it is, because the mozzarella sticks seriously are a meal in themselves. So go check out Fratos. It's really, really good. 628 South Roselle Road in Schaumburg. FratosPizza.com for the cookies and the other delights. FratosBakery.com. Follow them on Instagram at Fratos Pizza so you can see the wonderful things they have. And if you want to place an order on FratosPizza.com, if you use the code I'm Fat, you'll save 10% on your order. That's FratosPizza.com. Online orders only. It does not apply to the bakery. But FratosPizza.com, online order, use the promo code I'm Fat, and you will save 10% on your order at Fratos, FratosPizza.com, FratosBakery.com, at Fratos Pizza on the old Instagrams.
Okay, the next email comes from Joe B.
Job. Maybe it's Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah.
Could be.
Right.
But
he just needed to decompress a little bit this week, so he was listening to the I'm Fat podcast.
Sure, why not?
As it pertains to your failed queso experiment, I wonder if the thickness of the nacho cheese contributed to the failure. Can you please try to heat a can of soup or another food with a thinner consistency? I think you are onto something.
Well, I don't want to do that. That's gross. It would work. Like, that would work. Because I'll tell you, like, the very, very bottom of the queso was warm. Like, you know, the jar itself was hot to the touch. Not where I would hurt myself, but it was a warm jar. And I went there with a spoon and like dug the bottom out after the show, and there was a little bit of warmth to that. But you're right. It is very thick cheese. It's also very thick glass on that jar.
That's true.
So that certainly played a role. But I just throw soup in a microwave. I guess you could say the same thing about queso. Because I did eat the rest of the jar and just microwaved it for a minute and it was good to go. But yeah, that why does that seem gross? Warming up soup like that.
I don't know. I guess maybe because this doesn't really fit either. Because with queso, you think of it more of it just sitting there for a while than soup, where it's just like you eat it as a meal and it's gone.
Maybe. Yeah. And you got the can like just sitting there open.
Yeah.
Like cold. Yeah, no.
No.
Plus, you know what though? It also, like if you got Campbell's soup, to make that, you have to actually dump the can in the pan, then you got to add you fill the thing with water and add the water.
True.
So it would have to be something that is not like Campbell's brand soup.
Are you a Campbell's default person, or I'm a Chunky default person?
I don't eat a lot of canned soups. I
don't either. I don't eat a lot of soup, period.
Were you at the Score when Doug had the Chunky Soup sponsorship?
No.
Dude, there were pallets of Chunky Soup.
Really?
All over the office. And working nights, I would have like 2 or 3 of those a night.
Okay.
Instead of paying $25 for Giordano's dinner.
Yeah, right.
So I kind of like ate my fill of Campbell's Chunky Soup those years. I think I'm finally back to maybe trying them again.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you, I had so much of it. I had so much of it in those times. And it was good, but I just got tired of it. And there were every flavor was there and they were all good. But usually when I get soup to take home, I'm doing the Mariano's hot bar.
Yeah.
Because their soup, oh my God. Their
It's
chicken
so
and
good.
dumplings.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
it's insane. It's so freaking good.
It really is.
Now we're in chicken and dumpling season.
We really are.
It just sticks to the bones. It's great. I really want to make chili this week.
Nice.
If someone's got a good chili recipe, email it to me. I'm fatpod@gmail.com. I will give you some stipulations. I don't like real runny chili.
Yeah.
I do like beans. I don't, but they're not essential.
Mhm.
I want like chunky chili. Like I want big hunks of meat in there. Something that's hearty. I don't like wet. If I scoop the chili and go like this, I don't want liquid to pour off my spoon.
Okay.
I want a big, thick chili. That's how I like it. I don't like soupy chili. So that's my one rule. So if you got a good chili recipe, send it my way. I'm fatpod@gmail.com, or just tweet me at JayZawoski, Ricks at Rixie Camp. That's on your screen on YouTube.
Yep.
Or you can tweet us at I'm Fatpod. All right, we got one more, right?
Yep.
Yes, this one is from Mike in Oak Park, who actually texted the fat phone. That is peak laziness.
That is a bold strategy, Cotton.
And I respect it. Fellow fats, I love the pod. In recent weeks, I've seen a plethora of fat guys around town in XXL Justin Fields jerseys. I feel that a single-digit jersey can be a challenging look for us obese folk. Would love to hear your thoughts. See, the thing is, the one is very vertical.
Yeah, that's really rough.
It splits you right between the man boobs, is what it does.
Yeah, I agree with Mike that single-digit numbers are a rough go for fats. Really, a lot of jerseys in general are
Jerseys in
rough
general
goes,
don't look great.
Yeah, a rough go for fats. But if you are hell-bent on having a jersey, don't go for a Justin Fields right now.
Is a fat guy or in general?
Oh, as a fat guy.
Okay.
No, here for the Justin Fields, basically anything in general.
Yeah.
However, not the best look for fat guys. Wait for the Bears to get themselves a nice franchise offensive lineman. Then go there.
They need another, like a 77 or something to get.
Yeah, exactly.
Get a Tevin Jenkins. I like Tevin Jenkins, by the way. Can I go on record and just say that guy's gotten a bad rap since he was drafted. He was hurt.
Yeah.
Coming in, which is not his fault. It's not, well, maybe it's the Bears' fault a little bit for not doing a little more research.
Sure.
But every time the guy's on the field, he's looking for somebody to hit.
Yes.
I like that about him. And he seems like a really nice, kind of soft-spoken guy off the field. But once the whistle sounds, he's a different dude.
Oh, yeah.
I very much connect with that. When I played football in high school, I was very much that guy. Where
you were Echo of the Whistle guy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh,
beyond.
Jay Runyon.
Next time you see Hope, you can ask her about it. She has seen me in competitive mode like very few times.
Yeah.
But she's like, you are a dick when you're competing. I am a different person.
Okay.
So for years, like Herb and a bunch of us would get together and we would play floor hockey, like just a fun way to run around and shoot the puck around or whatever. So one week, Chris Hubble from Triple Threat Sports, like, hey, I found some other guys to play.
Yeah.
Let's go play a different team and just like see how it goes. Like, all right, cool. Whatever. We're casual. We just have fun. So we show up and these guys, they're taking it real serious.
Oh, okay.
And they're like kicking our ass, and I'm like, oh, we're playing prison rules, are we? That's when I ended up with a detached retina.
Oh.
Because I hit a guy that hard that it jarred my head. And I'm an idiot. I'm telling you, man. But I got like, when I played basketball, believe it or not, I did play basketball.
Okay.
The coach would designate me to pick someone.
Nice.
Jay, set a pick on, 23. Okay. Number 55 has been ejected. Three times in 8th grade, I got ejected for picking somebody. Yes. Because for whatever reason, one of our games in 8th grade was on TV, like local access television.
Okay.
And I got in there and I had like, this is 92. So we have like tiny short shorts that have been in St. Linus since like 1976. And then a knee-high socks. So I like waddle out there, and I seriously, the first play, set a pick on a kid. And they're like, oh, looks like young Jay Zaworski forgot it wasn't football season anymore. And I get ejected on TV. I wish I had the video.
Jay Zaworski.
Zaworski. I always get Zaworski or Zawalski.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So,
because you know what Polish
name,
you know what Polish names need more consonants.
Yeah, seriously. But maybe that's why I connect with Tevin Jenkins, because he seems like a kind-hearted, kind of a soft-spoken dude. But then, like, I now I see what's going on.
Yeah,
it's time for me to maul you. I appreciate that. I like that he can turn it off.
Yes,
that was Dougie.
Yeah, unless he was around Birdstein.
Yes, but that's it. You engage the gene and you're in trouble. Did I ever tell you about the time in front of Doug Buffone I went in a 3-point stance?
Oh, yes, but you should tell that. It's so good.
There's not a lot to it because I nearly shat myself. So, I was just in like a gregarious mood, and Dougie walked in. I'm like, Dougie, game day. We were doing the Bears post game.
Yeah.
So I get in a 3-point stance and like something flipped.
He saw red.
He did. I'm like, no, Doug. I'm not coming. I'm not coming after you. I'm just excited about football. Like, game football, right? He's like, little buddy, you can't do that. Like immediately, Doug went from like happy to murder mode.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was a little bit like, honestly, it was a little bit scary. I was a little bit worried.
That's awesome.
He is the best guy in the world.
1,000%.
I miss him so much. I think he would love to finally see the Bears have a good quarterback.
Yes.
He would be killing himself over this defense, though.
I'm pretty sure Mark Trestman killed him. Like the Mark Trestman era killed him. Like being the producer for the back-to-back 50 burgers.
Yeah. Oh.
And it was because it was at New England, and that was when Lamar Houston blew out his knee celebrating a sack in the fourth quarter when they were down like 3 or 4 scores.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Then they have their bye week. Then they come back and they're playing Green Bay, and we were at Gelsosimo's in Lamont. And like Doug and OB are upstairs in whatever like manager's office or like conference room, whatever. And they are beside themselves. And the owner, who's this incredibly nice guy, brings a couple people up to meet them. And they were some of the words that were said and combinations of words that were said, I will not repeat. But I mean, then they had to I could tell they were in pain, like turning it off to be able to say hi to these people and not take it out on them.
Yeah.
But that last season of the Mark Trestman era Bears, I think killed Doug.
That would do it.
I'm pretty convinced of this.
That would do it. Yeah, that's, man, what a guy. I love that guy. And seriously, like my life flashed before my eyes when I did that. Like it was like a movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, football, let's go. And he's
like you saw the flame from the middle of his eye. And
it was like he was hulking up. Like his work shirt like ripped off, and he was like somehow in full Bears gear. I'm like, where'd the helmet come from?
Right.
It was. I knew he wasn't gonna hurt me, but sometimes when dudes are that big, like they don't know their own strength.
Yes.
So if he was gonna like engage me in like a blocking drill or something, I was gonna probably go out the NBC Tower window onto the street.
Nice.
So
did you do that to him, like going up that like walkway when he enters, or was this like by the cubicles?
It was by the cubicles.
Okay.
By the herpes football. Yeah. It was in that area. Yeah. That's another story for another show.
Yeah, right. Because when I was interning, that was like right after Murph had left. And because that was like the last third of 2009. So it was like right when McNeil came back and was hosting with Spiegel, but Murph's shit was still all around and in each of the studios and like all this stuff. So it was like, so Murph just like left a bunch of crap, and they're like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he just left.
Yeah.
It's like his show. I remember I was producing his last show.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of sad. I mean, no one really has kind words for Murph, but like the guy was on the air there for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And then just like his show ended and he's like, that was it. There was no like, thanks, Murph, or it was just over. And I guess if you treat people a certain way, that's kind of the fate you make for yourself. But like the last part of the show, he went through his entire 360 machine.
Yep. I was listening.
Yeah.
I was listening to that. Yeah.
He hit every button and left. That was it. So I don't know. He's an interesting guy. I know everyone talks like crap about him, and I will say like some of the worst days at work I had were because of him, but I learned a ton from him.
Yeah.
And he was, I don't know, like it was weird. Like when the light would go off, he's like Seven Jenkins, right? Like a different dude after the show and after work. Like we did one at it's like Score reminiscing time. This is a nice Easter egg for people that stick around and like, Score. We went to Palmer Place. I think that's what it's called in LaGrange. I think that's something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's like an outdoor patio. We did a show there. Really stressful. He hated doing remotes. You know, it was like at the time the show was 2 hours. Really stressful. Show ends. He packs up his stuff, and it's like a weight's lifted off him. He sits down. He's like, "Have a beer. Come hang out. Me and my wife are here. My buddy's here." I'm like, "Oh, okay." You know, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, just like, and then we're just like shooting shit, like just like a normal conversation. It's
nice.
People are, everybody's got their stuff, man.
Yep.
That's all I'll say. But yeah, good times. I'll tell the herpes football story another time.
Okay.
Remind me.
That's awesome. Okay. I'm writing it down here. Okay. Herpes. Football.
Don't let Sam find that.
No.
No. And don't make it look like a checklist.
Yeah. On that note, follow us on all of our social media at I'm Fat Pod. I'm Fat Pod at gmail.com. Check out the Patreon. For all of our TeePublic stuff, go to I'mFatMerch.com.
Thank you.
That's what it is, I'mFatMerch.com.
I'll fix that later.
Yep. Subscribe and like all the videos on YouTube.com/I'mFatPodcast. And subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, and do all the number juking that we appreciate for the regular podcast form. And leave us the old 5-star review because that helps us out a ton. So, and check out our sponsors, Charlie, of course, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, and Frato's Culinary Kitchen. So for Jay, I'm Rick, and this is the I'm Fat Podcast.
I hope you have a fantastic day.